Alright, so if you're from the West, you're probably familiar with products that use tofu to mimic chicken. These guys earn their bad rap. They'll make this by pressing the tofu till it releases like all of its moisture, getting something similar to what's called Qianye tofu in China. Qianye tofu's cool, but it's certainly not a sub for meat. To be fair though, vegetarians gotta have their comfort food too. What's weirder is that if you look at a lot of non-veg English recipes online, they'll still follow the same firming process, just like if they were mimicking meat. But tofu's not meat. It's a great ingredient with an awesome texture in and of itself. So today, we wanted to show you a dish that flips those assumptions on their head. This is Jidouhua, a great Sichuan dish that's not trying to use tofu to mimic chicken, but instead use chicken to mimic tofu. This has got a wonderful sort of douhua texture, but with all the meaty richness that chicken brings to the party. To get started, of course, we'll need chicken. This is 300 grams fresh chicken breast. Using the dull side of a heavy knife or two, pound the chicken breast till it begins to break down. We're doing this not only to break down some of the fibers, but also to make it easy to pick out these visible membranes and connective tissue from the breast. Do a bang-up job, and then we can blend. To a blender, add in your chicken breast and pour in 450 milliliters of stock. With this dish, it's important that you use a nice chilled stock, so if making Chinese stocks new to you, be sure to check out our stock making video here. Give that a quick 10-second blitz, then add in 2 tablespoons ginger scallion water. That water is 1 part minced ginger, 1 part sliced scallions, and 1.5 parts cool water soaked for 15 minutes. Give a brief 5-second blitz, and go in with 2 tablespoons liaojiu, aka Shaoxing wine, another brief blitz, then in with 2 egg whites. These are medium eggs, and a nice way to save those yolks, by the way, is to toss them in some cool water. In the fridge, those will keep 3 days. Give that a 10-second blitz, then go in with 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. As an aside, the traditional way to do this would be to stir these guys in one by hand, but the blender makes quick work of all this. Now add in a half teaspoon salt, another quick 5-second blitz, and the paste is formed. And now, take that paste and strain it. This'll take a while, just stir and be patient. Our goal here is to isolate and remove this bit of solid, chewy meat fibers, leaving us with a silky smooth paste. Bring some stock to a boil now. This stock here is for poaching and doesn't have to be fancy. A liter of simple stock or even water plus concentrate's totally fine. Once boiling, shut off the heat and make sure there's no movement in your poaching liquid. Use a saucer, scoop up some chicken, and lay it across gently into the stock. Lay as many as your pan will fit, put the heat to low, and now don't touch it. We're looking for these guys to form and float. 8 minutes later, the surface is turned white, so gently take them out. We'll be blanching a bit of pea shoots to go with this, but if you can't find pea shoots, feel free to use some of the tender bit of baby bok choy instead. So now, to your chicken bowl, add in some stock. For this part, you'd really want some nice stock. We were using some of that awesome Chinese consommé. Then, nestle in a bit of your blanched veg, and done.
So chicken tofu. Another variation would be using 1 part chicken, half part liquid, and make it into little chicken meatballs. So check out the Reddit link in description box for detailed recipe. A big thank you for everyone that's supporting us on Patreon, and of course, subscribe for more Chinese cooking videos.